What's up, Goxays? It's your Dojo Master, the Eternal Samurai. And in this video, I'm going to talk about why we need a Sonic Rush 3. Sonic Rush and Rush Adventure were both amazing games. They had such immersive gameplay and stories that we can never forget. But just saying that the Rush games are really good is just scratching the surface to explain why we need another sequel to the Sonic Rush series. Now I know some of y'all may be thinking, Samic, Sonic Colors DS is Sonic Rush 3. Haven't you figured that out already? Come on! Okay, just hear me out on this. I personally don't think that Sonic Colors DS is Sonic Rush 3. I know it's a bit of a bold claim, but I'll explain why in a different video. But hey, if you want to see a video like that, or other Sonic related content, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon. Now to sum up what I would classify as a game in the Rush series, I would say that it shouldn't just have Sonic as a playable character, but Blaze as a playable character as well. Not to mention that games from the Rush series would also focus on Blaze as a character, as well as the Soul Dimension and Soul Emeralds, and essentially follow the same gameplay style as Sonic Rush and Rush Adventure. But now that you know what I would classify as a game in the Sonic Rush series, let's get into the reasons why we need a Sonic Rush 3. First and foremost, Sonic Rush and Rush Adventure were both really good games, and those ratings on Metacritic really don't lie about that. It just goes to show how good these games are. So by seeing the success of Sonic Rush and Rush Adventure, if there was a Sonic Rush 3, which I would most likely see it being on the Switch, I would see lots of Sonic fans, including me, getting excited for it. But of course, just seeing the title Sonic Rush 3 wouldn't exactly be enough to convince us that it will be a great game. If we were to replicate what Rush and Rush Adventure were like, we could definitely see a really good sequel in the Rush series. So what was it that made these games so great to begin with? Well, that segues perfectly into the next point that I want to make on why we need Sonic Rush 3, and that would be that the Rush series gameplay style is just flat out amazing. Seriously, like if we think about Sonic Rush alone, the game puts the player on an adrenaline-fueled thrill ride, and thanks to the newly introduced boost mechanic, the player was allowed to blast through stages and focus more on quick reflexes and precise inputs instead of momentum building and exploration. The level design for these stages really complemented the boost mechanic, which Sonic Rush was the very first game to introduce the boost mechanic in the Sonic series, so it definitely set a high bar for it. Now while this style of gameplay has its pros, there are many frustrating moments too, as the players may continually fall into pits and other death traps. I'm talking to you, Altitude Limit. And of course the bosses in Sonic Rush were pretty annoying too, as you had very rare chances to hit them and had to wait a whole cycle to even hit them again. But I feel like Sonic Rush Adventure fixed a lot of these problems that Sonic Rush had, which feeds into my next point on why we need Sonic Rush 3, which is that since Sonic Rush Adventure enhanced the gameplay of Sonic Rush 3 could potentially enhance the gameplay of Sonic Rush Adventure. But what do I mean by that? Well, let's look at some examples real quick. Sonic Rush Adventure had a lot less in the way of death traps and pitfalls than Sonic Rush did, and I felt like I could defeat the bosses in Sonic Rush Adventure a lot more quickly as I had more chances to actually hit the boss. There are also a lot of new stage mechanics to enhance the gameplay experience in Sonic Rush Adventure 2, like trees grabbing you in Plant Kingdom, bouncing on bungee ropes in Haunted Ship, snowboarding at Blizzard Peaks, riding on dolphins at Pirates Island, and much more. These are just a few examples of how Sonic Rush Adventure enhanced the gameplay of Sonic Rush. And if we continue this pattern, we could definitely see Sonic Rush 3 enhancing the gameplay of Sonic Rush Adventure. That's another reason why we should get a Sonic Rush 3. We could also see Sonic Rush 3 potentially fix the problems from the gameplay in Sonic Rush Adventure. And most of the problems from Sonic Rush Adventure's gameplay was the filler content. For example, having to sail around the map on the Wave Cyclone, the Submarine, the Ocean Tornado, or the Aqua Blast. The sailing sections were overall pretty fun, yet I can understand how it can feel like a grind sometimes when you have to gather materials in order to build those boats, and be able to explore further out in the map. But again, even though it could be considered filler content in the game, I personally didn't mind it. Yet what I would consider the biggest filler in the game were all the missions. Like, whoa, there are a lot of missions in Sonic Rush Adventure. Now of course you don't have to complete all of them to beat the main campaign, yet there were some crucial ones you had to do in order to collect Soul Emeralds, and those missions would normally involve defeating a boss that you had already defeated. Yeah, like, I didn't quite get the point in that. Now while I did enjoy some of the filler content from Sonic Rush Adventure, there is some that I wish wasn't there. And since we saw Sonic Rush Adventure fix some of those problems that Sonic Rush had, Sonic Rush 3 could potentially fix those problems that Sonic Rush Adventure had, especially with the filler content, which is yet another reason why we need Sonic Rush 3. Now, another reason why we need Sonic Rush 3 is to carry on from the story from Rush and Rush Adventure. We saw a Rush Adventure picked up from the events of Rush, especially through Blaze's character. We saw how Blaze's character developed in Sonic Rush from being prideful and shy to humble and open. We then carry on to Rush Adventure, where we get to explore Blaze's world, the Soul Dimension, and learn a little bit about her family history through the Jeweled Scepter. And now at the end of Sonic Rush Adventure, after Supersonic and Burning Blaze defeated Dr. Eggman and Eggman Nega, they parted ways as Sonic and Tails were returning to their dimension, leaving Blaze, Marine, and the Coconut Crew behind in their dimension. But now at the end of Sonic Rush Adventure, it left a lot of questions for us. For example, now that we know about the Jeweled Scepter and how it's a relic to Blaze's family, it makes me wonder more about Blaze's family and her backstory. Could that be something that Sonic Rush 3 could elaborate on? Because I sure as heck would love to learn more about Blaze's background and her family, and since the Rush games tend to have a focus on Blaze's character, this would be a perfect opportunity for Rush 3 to elaborate on her family history as well as her background. And speaking of Blaze's family and her background, it makes me think that her family history may be tied to the legacy of the Soul Emeralds. And that'd be one big selling point for Rush 3, is to learn more about the legacy of the Soul Emeralds. Because as we all know, the Soul Emeralds are the counterpart to the Chaos Emeralds, and if there was a similar legacy to the Soul Emeralds like the Chaos Emeralds in Sonic Adventure 1, I wonder if Sonic Rush 3 would elaborate on such a legacy for them. Makes me wonder if not just Sonic, but also Knuckles could help give some insight to Blaze on this matter. Because of course with Knuckles being a descendant of the Echidna clan, and the guardian of the Master Emerald, he could give some good insight to Blaze on her family ties with the Soul Emeralds. So that could maybe mean that Sonic Rush 3 could feature more interaction between Blaze and Knuckles, as well as Sonic of course. Because who knows, maybe Blaze may get in some kind of argument with Knuckles on whatever matter, and since Blaze already feels comfortable around Sonic, she'd be willing to listen to any advice that Sonic may give her. We saw how this was prevalent in Sonic Rush Adventure, as Sonic was able to calm Blaze down after she would get upset around Eggman, Eggman Nega, or Captain Whisker. So basically Sonic could be like a mediator between Blaze and Knuckles, if Blaze and Knuckles ever get into an argument. This could also be a good opportunity for Sonic Rush 3 to signify the relationship between the Chaos and Soul Emeralds. Sonic Rush and Rush Adventure established many of the similarities between the Chaos and Soul Emeralds. For example, when all 7 Chaos Emeralds are collected, Sonic is able to go to Super Form. And similarly, by collecting all 7 Soul Emeralds, Blaze is able to go to her Burning Form. Now beyond that, one thing I've always wondered is if the Chaos and Soul Emeralds are responsible for allowing interdimensional travel between the Soul and Chaos dimensions. Because in Rush and Rush Adventure, Sonic and Blaze would have had to have some way to travel between their dimensions, so in theory, using the Chaos and Soul Emeralds would accomplish that, and further signify the connection between the Chaos and Soul Emeralds. This would be a perfect detail to cover in Sonic Rush 3. In my opinion, would make it a big game in the Rush series. Now aside from the connection of the Soul and Chaos Emeralds, it'd also be awesome if Rush 3 elaborated on Marine's character. Because we saw at the end of Rush Adventure that Marine had an ability called Hydrokinesis, and had the ability to build her own boat. The point I'm trying to get at is that there's so much potential with Marine now. We could see more of her character develop in Sonic Rush 3 as she matures in her personality, as well as potentially build more crafts and boats for Blaze and the Coconut Crew. So to sum it up, my reasons for why we need Sonic Rush 3 is to overall enhance the gameplay of the Sonic Rush formula, carry on with the story from Rush Adventure, as well as explore more into Blaze's background and family history, learn more about the legacy of the Soul Emeralds, as well as see some character development for Marine. But I also think there are plenty of other opportunities that Rush 3 could capitalize on, like Blaze having a reunion with Cream, or even exploring more into what the Soul Dimension is like. But what do y'all think? Do you agree with my points? Did I miss anything? And what else do you want to see in Sonic Rush 3? Let's talk in the comments. Also, don't forget to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell icon for more Sonic videos. And feel free to come by the Discord server. We're a community of encouraging and positive people. And if you'd like to share art, music, memes, or just chat with other Sonic fans, including me, feel free to drop by. Link in the description. I also have a TikTok, Twitter, and Twitch, so feel free to check out those too. Those links are also in the description. Want to become a content creator, or are you looking to upgrade your equipment? then feel free to check out the equipment I use in the Amazon affiliate links in the description below. I hope you find it helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and with all that said, this is your Dojo Master, the Eternal Samurai, signing out. Eternal for life.